First thing is nail preparation. Also, I received many requests from you to tell you more about nail prep, about cuticle work, and how to prevent lifting on acrylic. So proper nail preparation is one of the secrets of doing nails without lifting. So when prepping the nail, first thing you need to do is to, no matter what kind of nails your client has, you need to take a look at it and you need to file the free edge as short as possible. Now let's run really quick as we have some beginners here through the terminology. So this is the nail bed, the pink part, and the free edge is the white part, the one that we usually trim, the one where all the dirt goes. So this is the part we need to file really short in order to place the form. Now let's imagine if you didn't file it. For some reason, I'm seeing sometimes educational videos, photos of nail technicians who leave this long free edge for some reason, and then they are fitting the form. Now I will explain why it's completely wrong. Now let's imagine that the client has a crooked nail that looks something like this. So if you will place the form and leave this long free edge, it will prevent you from fitting it the right way. So the form will go like this, and that means the whole nail will look crooked. So the proper way of placing the form is straight, is when it's actually parallel to the side line of your nail. The part where your bone goes, just imagine and put the nail, put your finger or the client's finger really straight and just imagine where should the bone go. So the form should be fit right parallel with this line. So the long free edge usually prevents you from doing the proper form fit. Okay, so this was the first key. The second one is how to take off the surface shine. So as you know, while we live, while we work, of course we wash our hands, we cook breakfast, so we do something with our hands, and water, dirt, oil, all this stuff gets stuck in our top layers of our nail. So to get rid of all this dirt and moisture, we need to take off the surface shine. Do not file, do not overfile, just take off the surface shine. So when you look on the microscope on the nail, you will see that all these layers of the nail plate basically look like a fish skin. So what is the proper way of cleaning the fish skin? Well, if some of you are cooking, probably you know. I don't, but I still know what the direction should be. So always from the cuticle towards the free edge. Okay, so with the file, it will look like this, from the cuticle towards the free edge. The reason for that is that we need to open these layers so they can adhere to the product even better. So do not file back and forth, do not file towards any other direction, only from the cuticle towards the free edge, 90 degrees. Now let's try to prep the nail. So every service, no matter what you're going to do, even if you're going to just change the polish color, we always start with sanitizing our hands. I'm using Sani-Pure, and our client's hands. Then, usually, we push back the cuticle with a pusher. But today I decided to show electric file prep for you, so I will not do this. First, I will file my free edge, well, not the client's free edge, short as possible, as I just told you. The main secret also here is to shorten the corners. If you will leave them long, you will not be able to pinch the nail really well. So that's why I'm filing it. You need to leave this white line really thin, just almost invisible. take out the dust. Okay, so also besides the cuticle, besides all these contaminants on the top, we need to remove cuticle. There are two parts of the cuticle. The first one is right here that we can see it, and some parts of the cuticle, they spread on the nail plate, so when you look at it, it's transparent. But once you start to push it back, you can actually see that it's white. So we can push it not using the pusher, we can use electric file. So for this part, I prefer to use flame bit. It's called flame because it's in the shape of flame with a rate abrasive. Red stands for soft. As well as on the regular files, on the drill bits, there are also marks that stands for abrasive, and I will run through it more on my class. So now I'm taking this red flame bit, turning my electric drill to 20,000 rotations per minute speed, and also I'm gonna use forward mode. Forward means it's spinning on the right side, clockwise. Okay, so I'm turning it on, and now starting from almost from the center, holding my drill bit really flat, I'm slowly moving towards the sides, and you see all this white tissue, it's basically a cuticle, it's a non-living tissue. So if you will leave it on the nail, it can cause lifting. If you don't have electric file or you don't know how to work with it, you can use a regular file as well. But electric file can reach into deep areas and clean all the skin. And also it's so much faster, easier. Okay, once we are satisfied with cleaning this side, I'm switching to reverse mode. Now my file is spinning to the opposite direction, backwards. And I'm working from the center towards the right side. If you're left-handed, then you need to do everything the same way, but you need to change the direction as you will be working from the other side. Okay, so now I'm cleaning all the skin, and you see all this dust, white dust that we have on the nail is not it's not the parts of nail plate, it's just the cuticle. So now the last thing we need to do is to take off the surface shine. And usually my students ask if they can take electric drill and prep it with electric drill. And from my experience, it is not really a good idea because electric drill, it spins. Even if we will set it into really low speed, like 2000 rotations per minute, it will still take off some layers, but it will not really open them. And our goal on this part is to open them for better adhesion. So the best way is to take a regular file and take off the surface shine really quick. Remember about the direction, only from the cuticle towards the free edge. And by the way, while I was prepping the nail with electric file, near the cuticle, as you can see, we don't have any surface shine anymore. So I was explaining, I was chatting to you, that's why it took a while. But normally this process runs really fast. So it's like 1, 2, 3, next nail and done. So normally nail prep will take you 5 to 7 minutes. Well, of course, depending on what the client had before, maybe she came with a really long nails full of rhinestones. So I took off the surface shine, and now it's time to fit the form.